Oh, look at there.
Welcome to Happy Hour, brought to you by Best Damn Bookkeeping.
Just in time. Wait, cue the music. Is there music? Jai.
Oh, that's fine.
Is that JC singing in the background?
No, JC's on a different show.
Oh. You guys got double duty. Have you heard this one yet, Angela?
I have not heard this.
Different. It's a different one. It's jazzy. It does sound more like a happy hour vibe that it sets. I think it's good. It's good.
Angela, I haven't seen your face in like a month.
I forgot what she looked like.
My day is officially made.
And
You're trying to. Are you icing your camera right now?
no, I'm not really happy about my camera at this point. So JC convinced me. I had the whole setup in my office. I didn't really love it. We were always trying to get it better, but my big camera, my whole setup that Michael got me set up with right away when I joined your show. He's like, you need a good camera and lighting and all that stuff. So we had it all set up in my office for my stuff, and JC wanted to make a beautiful studio upstairs. I got him this huge like monitor for his birthday. Mm-hmm. Like big, whatever that monitor is that goes like this.
Look at your camera's like moving around trying to follow.
Your camera's like, stop moving.
Yeah. This monitor you're talking about is too big.
So that monitor, got him that. He made a whole setup for his birthday, took all my camera and everything up there. But now he's always in the studio and I'm like, but my camera.
My camera. Does he ice
my setup for my show? I have a date every Wednesday at 4:00. Trevor, who's not on here, who doesn't ever know what time it is, every Wednesday at 4. I need it. Anyway, that's my story today.
I thought it was at 1. I'm sorry.
It is.
Angela, you're burning everybody. JC's getting burned. Trevor's getting burned. Just look out.
Burned. Watch out.
Watch out.
It's good to see all of you.
Long time to join, Rob. Leave while you can.
Rob's in the house.
I haven't seen you guys in a hot minute. Good to see your face, Michael. Good to see you, James.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It was good to see you, Dan and Rob.
I even wrote in the post notes, like getting the crew back together. And I only wrote that because Angela said she was coming. And I was like, it feels like Angela's such a staple to the show that dictated the entire crew is here. I didn't know who else was going to jump in, but like, Angela's back. We got Angela.
Angela's back. Tell a friend.
And Rob.
I only missed just last week.
Yeah, but then I was out the week before that. So, and I think you and JC, because did you guys figure out how to like take it over? Did you just go live on yours? Because I saw
ended up being live on ours. We tried to take yours over, but we couldn't find Jai. And
yeah. I didn't know that I was gonna have
That's
to
my bad.
let you in either.
That's okay.
It's my bad because I'm the one that
Silly
left it on the calendar and then was like, oh, whoops. So it's been a minute.
Can we talk about how big Rob's coffee is? Did you see that thing?
Yeah, I thought it was like a 22-ounce beer for a
coffee,
second.
but that is a monster.
For a second, I thought
it
was
a big head. It's like the size of my head.
It's bigger than his face. I thought when I first saw him drinking it, no joke, and also because it's Rob, I totally thought it was a tall beer, like a Brutus 22-ouncer. And I was like, oh, but he's in the car. That'd be weird. But it's not. Well, maybe it is a beer. It is just in a opaque cup. Maybe it's a beer.
My sister got me a koozie and it says I identify as soda. And so you can put that on whatever. And I was like, she's like, I saw that. She's like, I don't really approve, but yes, go for it.
Yeah. That's that fits you well. Kind of like the sticker on the back of my computer that a guy got me that says everybody has to believe in something. I believe I'll have another beer.
Yep.
That
one saw that in Tampa and was like, that's got Dan all over it.
Mm-hmm. It's right on the back of the monitor. What else is going on? Anybody got any cool things? Any cool things going down? We got the Price is Right to play, but before we get to the Price is Right, Let's
Angela, do you know what I did?
I know you did. How is it?
It's good. It's very good. It's very, very good.
Hey, can you like bring the rest of us in on what's going on here? Because we're all pretty stumped. We're a little stumped over here.
I am a Unique Genius client.
Oh, welcome.
And
to
my
the
VA
club.
has been crushing it. So
Welcome to the club.
And
yep, I'm still waiting for a congratulation like text from JC or something. But
no, should have gotten a layer of that from us. But even more impressive, I think it's impressive. I don't remember when you did your discovery call, but he had Hildy as his. Hildy did his sales
Running
discovery
all the
call.
processes.
So what cracks me up, Bob, though, is she said, and it's in her notes and her like everything is recorded on auto transcription. Is she's just like, wait a second, if you're a friend, why don't you have one already?
Well, and then like I was like, so no, like I know JC and Angela, like I know them, and she's like, and this guy Dan Plata, and I'm like, yes, I know Dan as well. He's coming to my house like in a week or whatever. I was like, Hilda, yeah, I do know these people, not just like I've seen them, but like, yeah, that was amusing.
Hey, once you get another dozen, then you can have a sweet Unique Genius mug like this for happy hour cocktails while you're making a show.
And
hey, I use my best damn mug.
Best damn mug.
Don't rub it in. Angela and JC don't have a best damn mug yet. Rob got the first set.
I got the prototype.
Dan got that mug back all the way from the Philippines, though. That's not a U.S. swag item.
You're right. It's one of a kind. Well, not one of a kind. It's one of a couple hundred kind. How would you say that?
Philippines version.
Yeah. They make really nice drinkware in the Philippines. Mm-hmm. In case y'all wanted to know. Shout out to James Hatfield, first timer on the radio show. I don't think James has been on the radio show. He's been on the podcast. He's a three-peater.
Is that a record on the podcast? I think I'm up there, right?
He's getting up there. I think Rob probably holds the record, but Rob just has the link to jump on whenever he wants. I don't send it out to him when I'm like, it's kind of a crappy guest, or crappy's not the right word.
Wow.
Crappy's not the right word, but I don't send it out to him when I'm like, Rob won't know this person. And a lot of times, well, actually, James, this is how I met you. So I probably wouldn't have invited Rob to the first time we talked because I don't know.
Crappy guest. I get it.
I don't know what I'm getting into. I got another one. A gal reached out to me and was like, "Hey, got a person I think would be good on your podcast." And I'm always like, I love to use it as a means to like meet new people, build new relationships. James is here because he reached out to me, came on the show, then we did it again, and every time we see each other, we're like, "What's up?" And then we talk about fantasy football and business stuff.
And then I get to sing songs to your daughter.
That's right. That was pretty cool. That was. I think you're the first person to play live music on the podcast last week, so that was pretty dope.
That's right.
What the hell was I talking about again? I was talking about something. James.
So Dan, so we clarify. It's people. You don't send me you say, Rob, don't join if I'm going to have a personality conflict with that person. Yeah, that's you just looking out for everybody, or they can't last for 2 hours.
Yeah, and it's like, if I don't know who they are, then I won't send it. Like Teddy, I had met him before, and I was like, yeah, Rob and Ted, they'll vibe. I don't know Teddy personally, but I've been on his podcast, so I've at least gotten an hour and a half with him. So I kind of like know who is going to have some fun, and if I don't know, I don't add Rob. But
sometimes I just show up anyways.
I got a funny text. Sorry, squirrel moment. But James, welcome to the show. If you guys don't know Live Switch, I've talked about it a few times on the show. Best Damn Bookkeeping is a partner of Live Switch. I think Unique Genius is a partner of Live Switch too. I don't know about these click, call, sell guys with the squirrels and whatever else they got going on over there. But I'm gonna be James's best salesperson because everybody I talk to, literally today, I was talking to a plumber. He's a bookkeeping client. He's trying to expand, and he's the dude doing everything. And I'm like, man, have you heard of Live Switch? Like, it sounds like you have the same problem that I've had and every other business owner that I know has had, which is it sucks to try to sell stuff over the phone and it sucks to have to go do it in person. But man, if you can use Live Switch and you can just do it remotely, but live on video and record it and have all the notes that you need and be able to have your techs have it, you save a shitload of money. This is the sexy part for me, is the bookkeeper is like the gas, the insurance, the vehicle, the time that you're paying somebody to drive around and listen to podcasts, all that saved.
And now we got AI, and it is blowing minds. Today, I was on a construction podcast, and they were in a studio that they pay to be in this like podcast studio, and he wanted to do a live demo. So I was like, I'll send you a text. So I sent him a text, and he does like a little 360 of the podcast studio, and we make an AI prompt that says, rate this podcast studio and tell us how we can improve it and what it is going well. And it creates a 2-page report, and the guy who owns the podcast studio's jaw is on the floor. He's like, it was like dogging him on a few things. It was giving him kudos on other things because AI just doesn't have any emotion. So I'm like, hey, just be prepared. I don't know what this thing's going to say. And it was blow away. Like, it's crazy. I mean, the other day I had a guy in my house because our HVAC unit had a bunch of water in the water pan. So the tech comes by and I'm like, hey, I'm going to send you a text. Just talk to it like an ignorant customer and tell it what is wrong, but don't fix it. So he goes in there. He's got a big old country accent because I'm in the mountains of North Carolina. He goes, well, you know, the water pan's full of water and there's condensation that's dripping. And we put it through the AI, and the AI was like, most likely cause is that you've got algae in the drain line. You need to clean it out. So he went over, he unloosens the drain line. Algae's flying everywhere. And he looks over at me. He's probably like 24 years old. He's like, can I buy stock in your company? The AI is blowing my mind. So anyway, it's been fun watching the AI do what AI does. So
it's a weird world.
It's a weird world. Let it, take a look at your toilets and try to figure out the problem.
Hell yeah.
I could have used it the other day. My guys had a busted fuel filter, and they're like, well, now the thing won't work because we got 2 pressure washers hooked to 2 fuel filters and everything. And I get over there and I'm like, all right, see the end of the hose? Put your thumb on it. Now try and start the pressure washer. And they're like, oh. Well, I never had to figure out that before. And I was like, well, that I could have saved myself 35 minutes in driving over there just to tell you to shove a pen into the other end of the hose, clamp it so we could get the job done.
Well, James, you had to that point, I think the first time I met you, you were telling me a story about like in a stadium, the one guy was on one end and the other guy was on the other end. And instead of like walking all the way around, they jumped on your software and basically like just remote troubleshoot, problem solve. Done.
Yeah. The guy who takes care of the NFL Tennessee Titans. He's 20 years in the FBI. Like literally he's like, hey, it saved me a trip in my golf cart all the way across the stadium. Let's go.
The uses are endless.
They are.
I do think it's such a, and you had mentioned this last week when you and I recorded the podcast together. I mean, it's an awesome idea, but it's kind of an obvious idea too. But the back end of the technology with the phone system and how you figure that out, that's friggin' you gotta have a brain that works at another level to figure that out. Thank God.
It's been fun. Yeah, we've been putting like live call center calls through it and like, hey, can you give me some feedback? Like someone's like, I don't know if I need a sales manager anymore because it's so deadpan. Like AI just doesn't care if it's going to hurt your feelings. Like, oh boy, buckle up. Like I did it on myself. And I was like, I suck as a salesperson. but helpful.
I mean, it just solves such a shitty problem in our businesses, which is, and I mentioned this and I've talked about it before, but like going out in person sucks and it's expensive and you can build systems and processes around it. And I know a lot of people that do, but it's expensive. If you truly take the all-in cost of having a sales team and going out and doing the bids in person, like, yeah, your average ticket's a little higher. Maybe it's even double, but the ROI still ain't good. It's just not great. And doing it over the phone is awful. It's hard to get everything that you need, even using pictures, even using Google and trying to like see everything that you can see. You still end up like your technicians hate it because you definitely book jobs without knowing what they're walking into, and technicians want certainty and they hate going to a job and it's twice as big as the client said it was. or it's in terrible shape or whatever the case is. And they feel like they're getting duped and trapped and all that stuff. And then they got to try to like be the one to break it to the client that the price has to go up. Like you put them in a weird spot. You're more efficient administratively, right? So like you save money there, but you give it up on the back end. And so it's always a lose-lose. And I laugh about it. I bet we've switched our sales processes back and forth 4 times in our window cleaning and pressure washing business. Like the grass is always greener. It depends who we talked to last week that and what their process is. Cause we're like, man, they must have it figured out. Let's go back to having salespeople. We just got to tweak it or we got to do it this way or that way. Oh, never mind. It still sucks. Let's go back to doing sales over the phone. Oh shit. Never mind. It still sucks. And it's just like live switch just fits right in between.
Yeah. And you can use people like Angela's team, right? So you can have one of Angela's teams halfway across the world review it and then put it through AI, have it review that and spit it back. The next thing that we're working on is a kind of a touchless process where a customer can take a video, it'll run it through AI, the AI will review everything, it'll produce a report, and then we're going to have an AI agent call on your behalf. So the AI agent can be like, hey, I'm an AI agent on behalf of Clean Power Wash. We saw the work that needs to be done, and here's what we can do for you. At any time, if you'd like to talk to a real person, which you can transfer on Angela's team, we'll do that. Or I'm here to schedule a time for us to come out and do the work. And so, and you can even tune the AI agents to whatever accent or whatever you want. Like they can be from, the beach of North Carolina with a female voice who wears black dresses all the time, who sounds like Angela. And I mean, it's crazy. You literally can pick stuff like that. I mean, it blows my mind. And it's not stuff from, oh, we'll see this in 2 years. Like you're probably going to see this stuff very soon.
Can I get like a redneck Wisconsin with an awkwardly deep voice type of dude?
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
a good guy. Yeah.
Someone who grew up just eating a bunch of doughs, like taco doughs, right?
Tacos, enchiladas, and spaghetti doughs.
Yeah, exactly. And who runs a bookkeeping company. You can do all that.
I heard of this guy. Let's do this thing. We got a segment we got to do. First segment, and we got to do it, which is where in the world, even though we know where Angela is now, we do need to know where she's been and where she's going. So let's do Jai. Jai, you think we can queue up a commercial break? I don't even know. Are we on the radio, Jai? Are we doing radio stuff right now? Is it a radio show?
The radio thing is not
wait a
working.
minute. We haven't gone live yet. Hold on.
I mean, we're live,
No.
but the radio thing isn't working. So we're not.
The radio thing isn't working. It's saying we have an invalid password. So I just reached out to Darren to update the settings.
I never did hear back from him. Never heard back from the guy.
He thinks. No, we don't need to go to commercials if you don't want to.
Look at us go. Yeah. No, let's keep spinning it. Why transition out just to transition back in? Do you guys want to act like we went to a commercial?
And
play the music. Yeah, and we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back. Yeah, we're here. Angela, I haven't seen you in at least a decade. Feels like
it does seem like that.
It does seem like that.
We should have some music for this episode. Jai, I'll work on that with you. For this segment, we should have like dun, 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 dun. Like,
we need a little Carmen Sandiego. We need a little Carmen Sandiego.
Where in the world is Angela Chanowski? Yeah, that's it.
I don't hold me to this. And I was thinking JC would be here and he would be the most proud of me. But I lifted weights 5 times in the last 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
12-ounce curls don't count, Dan. 12-ounce curls don't count, bro.
Oh, well, and my wife has these weights downstairs, and I had to move them from like point A to point. Like, I was like, oh, these don't belong over here. So I had to move them. So I had to lift them up.
Dan, they're your children, not weights. Okay.
I don't know.
Crosby does not count as a weight.
Actually, I feel like that's where dads get their muscle from is like, I mean, think about when you're holding like 30 pounds up for an extended period of time. Like,
that's moms.
Yeah, but you guys have hips to use. You guys have hips to use too. I have a butt. Like I can kind of use my butt but I don't have a hip. Like you have a brace that you can rest them on. We don't have a brace to rest them on. So.
Well, speaking of those 12-inch curls, JC is currently training for, and I mean training like he does this every day at the gym, Last year we went to Oktoberfest, like at our local Shakataka, and
I
there
saw
was
the fist holdout, the beer holdout thing.
so he's holding 10-pound weights out training.
I saw him make a post, and I thought he was totally joking, but you're not joking.
Not a joke. He got 4th last year, and he was very upset. So he is holding.
You have all these big muscles, but you cannot hold up a beer.
He's hilariously competitive, and I love it. I love it. That's. I hope he gets the gold. But so this is perfect transition into the segment of where in the world. When is that? Where the hell are you going?
So the last time we joined, I think we were in Munich. We were in Munich on our way back from Spain. The last time we joined the show, we were in a little stop in Munich. On our way back from Spain, taking Hildy to study in Spain. So Hildy is
She's still there?
Over in Spain for the semester, having a grand old time.
Doing sales calls, doing school.
Sales calls. She just did another sales call today. But yeah, she's studying over there. I would highly recommend Murcia. That's where she's at. It's like a smaller town than Madrid. It was beautiful, awesome, wonderful. So excited.
You guys did France for a while, and then you obviously did Spain for a while.
No France. Just only went directly to Spain.
No, not this trip, but previously you did like Disney in France, and JC said their food sucks and everything else. France versus Spain. What's the score them on a scale of 1 to pizza?
Spain would be one of my favorite European countries so far. I don't really like France. France is maybe like a 3. I don't know. My favorite European country is Italy still. We've gone to. I liked London. I really loved Malta. Germany's fun. Venice, Christmas markets. These are all ones JC and I've been to together. We're good.
Venice is in Italy, though, isn't it? Are we talking about that Venice?
Not Venice. Vienna.
Okay, that's different.
Vienna, Austria. Christmas markets.
Hey, Jai, you've got to only rate it up to pizza.
Up to Spain's pretty good.
0 to pizza scale.
0 to pizza, like a pepperoni pizza.
Sure. Now we're on a pizza scale. Yeah.
The 8 or something.
8
so that's where we've been on that tour. I'm going to say I was on a very long tour. When I left home for like 4 weeks. First, I was at the Huge. It was great to see.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys were like all over the freaking place.
Everyone at the Huge. Then we spoke at Win the Storm in Dallas. And then I went to an event in Salt Lake City and then straight from Salt Lake City to Spain.
How's Win the Storm? I've never been to a Win the Storm.
It's really good. Really, really good.
Are they all just running around chasing shit? Is that all? Is that like the whole convention? Is everybody like just runs around and chases stuff to see?
It's a roofing conference, so I'd say it's.
But aren't they storm chasers? Isn't that the Win the Storm? Aren't they like chasing storms?
Well, I mean, the concept is Win the Storm because roofing people like often chase storms, but it's just a conference for the roofing industry.
I think they should have a chase race.
It was a very well done. It's under new ownership the last 2 years. They had tons of team building, physical things every morning. It was really, really well done. I was very honored to be in that. And then I would say one of the highlights of that is Charlie Kirk was there, the keynote at the end. So we got to be in like the front row and see him speak. Yeah.
Damn. Wow. I remember seeing something that JC was going to see him, but I didn't realize that was at Win the Storm.
Yeah. Yep. That was at Win the Storm. So we got to be up close and JC was a huge fan. I hadn't followed him, but it was pretty amazing. And amazing to see this opposition culture, honestly, not getting into any political debate. But,
let's get into it. Let's get into that shit.
The roofing industry, these are all roofing owners who employ illegal immigrants, right? Their primary workforce is illegal immigrants. And it just was such a tasteful, but they're also business owners. So they are for many of the concepts, but very against his concept of it just was so powerful of this, we're going to agree to disagree. Are you admitting that most of the people in this room have committed a felony?
Yeah.
Do you admit that most of you are currently committing a felony?
Did he call him out like that too?
Yes, very much. And he's like, would you like to continue to be felons, or would you like to come up with a solution?
That's interesting.
And
Wow.
and just, I think a lot of people have ignorance. Like, it was very eye-opening for me, for Hildy to go through such a strenuous process. She still doesn't have her student visa. Like, how hard it is to get a visa to another country for an American. Like, it's not easy to spend more than 90 days in Spain. It's cost her thousands of dollars, tons of paperwork, lawyers, all kinds of stuff. And I think people just take it for granted and think because they don't know, people just don't know things. And anyway, it just was very interesting.
I've been making this observation a lot lately with all the Charlie Kirk stuff. And I don't want to avoid that conversation, especially since you got to see him. I think let's dig into it. But I've been making this observation lately, and this isn't a new thing, but it's strikingly more apparent than ever. And I saw Jonathan Maynard jumped off of social media, and like other people that I'm close to are like, I'm just done with it because of how stupid it's getting. And I'm exposed to it all the time. I love my dad to death, but my dad does this all the time, which is it's so easy to be lazy and ignorant and just say them. And it becomes an us versus them. And it's so funny because you take, like we see it in, I'm just going to use politics, but it can be religion. It can be any number of things. We see it all the time in politics, which is like, I'm right and they're wrong, which is just so funny to me because it's like 100, 1,000, 1,000,000 different issues and opinions and topics, right? And somehow the extreme of each thing becomes the idolization that the opposition paints and is like, I'm done with all of them, right? And it's the reason Charlie Kirk got killed, right? Is because some idiot was like, I'm done with all of them, right? Like, I'm going to take a broad brush and say anybody that would identify as a Republican or as a Democrat or what, like give it a label, whatever it is. And it's just so easy and lazy and stupid to be like, they're wrong, right? And I'm going to paint them all with the broadest brush of the extreme of them, right? And then I'm going to stupefy everybody. And it drives me crazy to like watch it happen on social media. And we saw it with like the different school shootings and people like trying to act like they have the solution to gun control. It's like, get out of here. You don't know, right? We all want better, safer. We all want the same thing. And for you to act like you know what the fucking answer is, that drives me crazy. And then somebody, like I got into it with one lady. I eventually just had to block her. I wasn't trying to get into it. I was just trying to like have a discussion, and she just kept attacking me. And all of her posts on her social media, like I looked, they were all like, stop hate, stop racism. I'm like, lady, you're just filled with hate. That's all you are. Like, all you stand for is like, stop this thing, stop this thing. Oh, but you might slightly disagree with me, and therefore it's okay to hate you, right? And what I think is hilarious, sorry, I'm like soapboxing here. What I think is hilarious is both sides are doing it. And I'm just saying sides because that's how they label each other. Both sides are doing it and acting like it's the other person that's doing it and not them. And they like fight each other with their own stupidity. And it's like driving me fucking bonkers lately how ignorant people are to not actually, they're so lazy they won't have a discussion. They cancel, right? They're like anti-cancel culture, but cancel all of them because they think something different than me on one topic out of thousands. And they're just like broad brush. They're all stupid. They're all idiots. And like I said, my dad does it all the time. Have you guys ever seen Shane Gillis's joke on Fox News Dad? Fox News. What did you just say, Michael? That came through like you are in witness protection program. You're something. Is everybody else thinking Michael sounds like he's getting abducted?
Yep.
We can't even hear you right now. You are just being
You've been canceled. You've been canceled.
But Shane Gillis has that hilarious bit on Fox News Dads, and I'm like, holy shit, that is my dad. Like, he will watch it until he's so mad, and he just like reads the headlines and just like absorbs their shit. And I'm just like, man, it's crazy to me that you can, like, I'm not saying I disagree with stuff that Fox News puts out, but I do think it's super biased, and it's like written to get clicks, just like every media thing is written to get clicks, just like Facebook puts all the bullshittiest shitty shit in our feeds. And I'm like, man, how do you not see like the manipulation that's happening to you? You just can't avoid it. Like you'll consume it until you get so pissed off you got to go to bed.
Can you hear me now? Hello? What? I think my microphone's broken.
Oh, you were clear at the end there.
I think my microphone's broken.
Yeah, you're gonna want a new
Yeah.
one. You're gonna want a new one.
You gotta have. Yeah.
You're the second person to that today.
Unplug that one. That one's no good anymore. That one's done. Cancel that one. Cancel that son of a gun.
You can change it to your laptop microphone, Mike.
So agree with you, Dan. And that's what, I mean, I really only saw him there for the first time and then started following, but that was my favorite part. Agree or disagree with him. Like he made people think and challenge like you actually have. And I think that's just a huge problem in our society now. Like we grew up with the Encyclopedia Britannica and you had to be able to have an argument. And now my kids were raised in the age of Google and now there's AI and no one like just is ignorant and can't even, they just think something without even like, hey, here's the facts and here's how I am arguing my opinion on facts. No one's saying you're right or wrong, but like I am having a discussion based on what my interpretation of the facts are. And that's just been gone for so long. And he boldly challenged that with the generation that we can change it, like with the people that we need to change it for. And I thought in that roofing, like to not get into other controversial topics like abortion and all the other things that you can agree or disagree on what he said. In a room full of business owners who are mostly people that agree with him, it was a very controversial subject that everyone is like, this will destroy our industry. Like our entire industry, our entire businesses are based on this labor force and it will destroy us. Great. So it's like
we're all going to have a bunch of houses without roofs.
Like you said, like it's just this shut off. Like I can listen to everything else, but I can't even listen to an argument on this. It is absolute because it's absolute and I'm not listening to anything because this is the way my business has to function. Instead of something's going to have to change. Yeah. There's going to have to be a change or you're going to ever remain felons.
And it blows my mind with business owners. Like this is what we're geared for. Of all the people, this is how we're wired is we figure it out. And so, and like, it's always overwhelming when the change is happening, but we figured this shit out. That's why we're business owners. That's what we signed up for. Right. So it's kind of funny at like a business conference, people would be like, well, no, but this is how we do it. Right. I always think that's the dumbest logic is I do it this way because this is how we do it. Oh, yeah, that's why we do it that way. Like I ran into that in corporate America so much. It's like, well, this is how we do it. And we've always done it this way. I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. That's a great argument for why we should keep doing it this way is because we've always done it this way. Great. Super logical. It's like, it's the epitome of, I don't like change is what they're really saying. I don't like change. I'm scared, but well, we always do it this way. We can't change.
And people were respectful, but I was like, this is so refreshing. Oh, yeah. Like a debate, an intelligent debate, like people that are intelligent on both sides, debating their opinion of the facts. Regardless of what you think, like how refreshing for intelligent people to have a respectful conversation.
And like you said, it's kind of gone. I mean, hopefully we can get back to it. I think we can, but social media doesn't help, even though here we are like on social media, but hopefully we're inviting the change instead of like doubling down on the stupidity. But I think that's part of the challenge. Like I said, I got into it with a lady. She was challenging gun laws and I made a comment about background checks because I recently bought a gun and I was literally just talking about the background check. Like it took an hour, which seems crazy to me that it would take an hour to find like a dude that has nothing on his background. Like, why did I have to stand there for an hour? It seemed like a long time to me for a dude with like, isn't that all in a system? Can't we get access to it? And I was challenging mental health. I'm like, I don't think it's a gun problem. I think crazy people are going to kill a lot of people. They're crazy. I don't like if it ain't a gun, it's a bomb, right? You can make a homemade bomb. You can knock people over with your car. There's a lot of ways to go rogue and cause a lot of problems. I think guns aren't the thing to me. I think we should do better, but I don't think that's the end all be all. I think crazy people are still going to do stupid, crazy shit. And she just got into it with me, but it wasn't a discussion. It was just yelling at me that I'm wrong, right? She didn't bring any solutions, not a single solution, just like hate because your opinion is different than mine. And I think that's back to the point I was making earlier. Like, that's the dilemma we face is it's easier to be like they're wrong. Everything that they stand for is wrong. I'm not going to try to find any common footing. There's that group of people over there that I'm going to group everybody into if they think one thing different than me and they're wrong. And that's, I mean, effectively, that's what Charlie got shot for. Like, he's inviting this debate and he's challenging people, which is great, right? Like, we need that. We need that healthy debate, but stupid people can't handle a healthy debate, right? Stupid people get mad and enter and like yell and cancel everybody else and say like, oh, they're stupid, they're wrong because they think one thing different than me. They can't have a healthy discussion about it. And so they do stupid, and if they got a few extra screws loose, they go very poorly.
One of my favorite things, and I'm going to shut up and let you guys contribute, that he talked about there, other than that, was gun control. And it was fascinating to me, again, like, your version is, I like to hunt. I should be able to have guns to hunt. And everyone is defending your right to bear arms because of, I like to hunt, or I want to be able to protect myself, right? And like, that's not just a natural born freedom. Like, I like to hunt, so we should have guns, which most people use. And it just was interesting, again, his argument on our entire premise of this amendment is your right to bear arms and rise up against your government. If the government
to fight the government.
We don't have arms, then our government controls us and we can't rise up against them. And that's against the very Constitution of the United States. And it just is interesting, whether you believe that or not. Like, do our young people even have that thought anymore? Or did they think gun control is about the people that want to hunt and want to protect themselves instead of like what the fundamentals are on every single thing that we do?
It gets lost.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong on anything. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but like, does anyone go back to like, why did these decisions happen in the first place? And this is in our government. This is in business, our employees in our businesses. Like, is this about what makes me happy today? Or did I ever stop to think why this policy was in place?
Hey, Michael, say something. Nope. I did read your lips, but I saw him say something earlier and I was like, oh, he thinks we can hear him, but we can't hear him. I wonder how many times I was just an asshole and talked over him and he was like trying to say something and he thought I was just being a dick.
I'm not. I'm just trying to find which microphone works.
Hey,
There.
that one.
It works?
You
That
found
one
one,
works.
yeah.
Oh, found one. All right,
There you go.
computer that broke in.
Why are
there.
you speaking Spanish all of a sudden though?
Oh no. Dang AI, the auto translate. What the heck?
James and
got
Michael,
you, Mike.
you guys have been quiet. Give us a couple thoughts, and then we're gonna rip off some prices right over here. Wrap up our.
Go ahead, Michael. It's your turn.
This is a dangerous topic because of the divisiveness that we have in our country. I had a wine-induced conversation with two really smart friends who are both attorneys last weekend, and smart people. And what came out was, and I'm the same way with social media. I just can't do it. Like, I'm on there for 2 minutes and like, what is this? And it's we're being controlled and manipulated by the information that we're putting in our brains. And it doesn't really matter what you're watching. It's all about clicks and engagement. And what gets more click and engagement is rage bait, right? And it's just doing that. And so the more and more we allow that to happen as a society, the worse it's going to get. And it just goes back to my original thought of like control and influence. I can't control it, and I'm not doing anything actively about it. I'm not going to do anything about it. So I'm just trying to be aware of it and then play the game with the rules that are kind of here and knowing like what's happening behind the scenes. And I feel like there's going to be a turning point at some point in time where enough people have had enough innocent people are going to die for no reason whatsoever to say, this is ridiculous. We don't need this anymore. But what did Abraham Lincoln say? A government of the people, by the people, for the people. Like, there's 541 U.S. senators and representatives. You don't think the most advanced, best country in the entire world can find 550 people that aren't going to divide us? and are going to like unite us. And I think it's just going to take enough people to stand up and say enough's enough. Like, we don't have people in our United States government right now that care about us, because if they did, they wouldn't allow this to happen. They would stop, because all of us know really smart, awesome people. And the people that went to MIT that make the algorithms are the ones making us feel this way. And we're not being protected by the people that are running our government. And it's really, really sad to like watch that happen, because it doesn't have to be this way. We can have the people that represent our country in the world say, hey, we don't have to be this divided. We're not a binary species. It's not like yes or no. There's a way to navigate this. Last thing I'll say is just about immigration. I live in San Diego. I had a really good friend come visit me 2 weeks ago. And he's from the Midwest. A little bit farther leaning right than I am. And he's like, man, San Diego is beautiful. I didn't expect this. I'm like, what did you expect? And he's like, homelessness and like just trash everywhere. I'm like, oh dear God. Like, that's like, I would sleep outside in my neighborhood. Like, it's the safest place I've ever been in my entire life. And it's just because of what you're seeing, like living in the Midwest every day, about what California really is. Sure, just like every other big city, there's spots that like are just not safe, but 99.8% of the city is amazing. So again, it's just what you're taking in is what your perception of reality is. So just talk to people on the other side and kind of learn what their perspective is. Like, me and Dan are clearly aligned. Like, I just try to just take the data and make a real opinion and not be taken by rage bait, because it's really, really sad when people are starting to just be binary and just one thing or another, because it's so wrong when you do that.
I had sorry, James, I want you to talk, but I've just got to follow this one up, which is Jim Prom. I think a few of us know Jim. He's in Minnesota here in Mankato. Super good dude, very Republican and like outspoken about it. If you look at his Facebook, definitely super Republican. And he posted the other day, like, we think we're right, they think they're right? We think they're wrong, they think we're wrong. Like, what's the deal? And I was like, all of it. There isn't a right or wrong. Like, not to say right and wrong doesn't exist, but the fact that you just said like they and we, and you just put a divide in there, like there's only two things that you could possibly think, and you're either this one or that one. It's like, therein lies the problem. You're both wrong. Like, if you divide that, and Steve Rinella always makes fun of it. Like, anything he breaks down, he's like, there's two types of people in the world. There's the people that say there's two types of people, and then there's everybody else. But it's so true, right? It's like, if you try to treat every situation as that, and then and you're obviously going to think you're right, or you wouldn't be in the group of people that you're in, because if you thought you were wrong, you would change, right? So, like, of course you're going to treat them like shit. Of course you're going to be a piece of, like, an asshole to them on social media, because they're not a person with a very like.
It's like cheering for a sports team. Like, no matter what happens, I want my team to win. And that's it. It's all about winning. And it shouldn't be about that in federal government. My wife is an attorney for San Diego. Less than 1% of crime is committed by illegal immigrants. And we had one of the debates we had the other day is like, I think personally, and I'm okay saying this in the public space, is I think we did the wrong thing. I think instead of hiring 1 billion ICE agents, we should have hired a bunch more people that could help get more legal immigration passed through quicker, because why? They pay taxes. They are a benefit to our.
They're illegal.
Yeah, they are.
And all of our roofers need them.
Benefiting to our economy. Like, we want that. Yeah, get people that are illegal and crime out, 100%. But like, we should be like getting more people that want to work. If we're at max employment, we're not like just magically going to make 3-year-olds work and 5-year-olds. Get people in here that want to work and pay more taxes. Like, that's what we need. So I think that was a really interesting debate we had the other day. It's like, we hired the wrong people. We hired like what we should have get more, like what Angela was saying. Like, it shouldn't be difficult to get a visa. It should be something like, you want to travel, but have pride in your country.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, sorry, James. I totally.
It's okay. It's okay. There's a weird feature on every one of our devices. It's really weird. It's called the off button. I don't know if we've heard of it, but you can tell when you've been listening to the news, haven't you? And I know which one you're listening to. Can we just let's just admit, like, my name's James. I have a problem. All right, let's turn it off for a second. That's okay. I know you're addicted because you don't want to, but that's all right. Just turn it off, because they want your money and they want your eyeballs. And what we're going to go do, it's crazy. This is the weirdest thought. This is crazy. We're going to go into our community where we live, and we're going to serve some people. We're going to let's go and like serve at the women's shelter. Let's go take care of some kids at the group home. Let's go and like feed some people who can't eat. Let's do that. Just for a while. I don't know how long, maybe for a day, a week, a month, 6 months. I'm not trying to bury my head in the sand because we got real issues, right? But can you just step away from it for a second? Because I can tell you've been watching the news, haven't you? I can tell. Because that thought you just came up with is, I don't think you came up with that thought. I think you were fed that thought. But we're going to put that down for a second, and we're going to go and take care of some things and fill ourselves up with some good, because it's going to help you weed out the noise. There's a lot of noise. There's a lot of false stuff out there that we can consume ourselves with, get real mad about, and you're not going to do anything about it. I know you won't.
Oh,
You'll just
get so mad.
You'll just yell at everyone and be angry, and that's a waste of the life. You know what I mean?
James, you speak like my pastor, James. Perfect, eloquent, nice cadence, pausing at the right time. It's really well done.
Love it.
Yeah. I may have started churches.
It's really good.
Ask me about my background. Yeah, I mean, literally, my family and I, we just started going and singing in hospice every Sunday. We built a church, whether you're religious or not. We started a church in a hospice, and I sing to people on their last day. And you know what? I haven't really met too many people on their last day that give me a hard time when I'm in there with 4 cute little kids, my kids and my wife and a couple others, and singing Amazing Grace. Amazing things happen, And I in the news, we just go into the room and we turn it off for a second. Boop. And tears come down. We have a real moment, because there's a lot more we have in common than we have not in common. And we like to yell about what we don't have in common. But if you sit down over a pizza, things happen. Good things.
What kind of pizza? What kind of pizza are we talking about here?
Oh boy.
On the pizza scale. We go back to the pizza scale.
Back
We're
to the
bringing it full
pizza
circle.
scale.
Yeah.
Full circle pizza scale.
Dude,
I don't know,
everybody's
man. I like
coming together over a pizza scale.
Give me some like a barbecue chicken pizza right now.
Did I miss a podcast?
No.
Okay.
You were here. Weren't you here when we were talking about the pizza scale of France versus Spain? You were probably like working on stuff on your computer. He's just stupefied. He's like, what? He's asking his AI if this was really part of the conversation.
What is the pizza scale?
Now he froze. Oh, nobody blinked. Okay, now he's alive. No, man, I think you're dead on it. Is that the guitar you bring? Do you sing about tacos and enchiladas to him?
Hey, man, I could do that. We'll definitely do that. But I don't want to bury the head in the sand. I'm just saying, I think all of us need a moment to decompress just a little bit so we can speak more rationally, calmly. We can hear what the other person's saying as they try to hear what we're saying. But it takes someone who's been kind of chill out, dude.
Yeah.
Calm down for a second.
I had a good this is gonna sound so pathetic and stupid. I had a good date with my wife last week. And we realized, I bet it's been probably like a freaking year since we went on a date. Now, we've done cool stuff. We do, we went down to JC and Angela's wedding over the winter. We do cool things. We went to a country music festival for 3 days without the kids. But it was literally the first time where Marty and I went out. We didn't even go out for dinner. We just ate dinner at home, and then we went out, and it was just we're gonna just act like we're dating, right? We're just gonna go. We went to a mini golf arcade and drank a couple beers, played some mini golf, and we won the Die Hard arcade game. And it was I bring that up because we felt like our marriage was so transactional. She's working on her 3M stuff. Even she's gone this week. She gets home late tonight. I leave tomorrow morning for a fishing trip. We're constantly moving and grooving, and we make it work, and it works for us. But at the same time, not always on the same page, right? It becomes this transactional thing of who did what and who didn't do what. And holy shit, just volunteering and in a funny way, volunteering on our marriage and going on a date and just hanging out and drinking a couple beers and doing the stupid basketball game at the arcade, right? Just hanging out, literally just hanging out. And holy cow, was it refreshing. It was the best date we had since our first, second, third date type of situation. So fun. It was exactly what you're talking about.
I'm going to challenge you, Dan. I mean, it sounds like a weekly date night might be a bit much for you, but you need to incorporate a monthly date night.
At least bi-weekly.
We started doing breakfast dates as well.
We started doing date snacks based on Angela's workout snacks. We do like date snacks. Wow. But even like when we would do a date, it would be like, well, let's go out to dinner or let's go to see a movie. And it wasn't, let's go hang out with no agenda of anything. We're just going to go be friends, right? Like we're just going to go have fun doing random stupid shit. Like we could go play some basketball. We could go play sports together. We could go do anything, but let's go have fun. Because now, especially with 3 kids, like, and you guys all know this, like the fun becomes about like, let's make sure our kids are involved in having their fun. So everything we do is around making sure that they're safe and they're doing their thing and whatever. And then we kind of forget to have fun ourselves. So anyway, similar type of thing. I think we got to put the devices down and just get back to being humans.
Yeah. That off button is
should go out in the woods.
The off button is hard to do, but when you do it, you come back, we've done retreats where you'll put the phone away, and just go. And so I can focus. There's this weird thing called peace and quiet, like sitting next to a river or like going and like sit next to the ocean for Angela or whatever. And just, put your feet in the sand for a little bit, man. Like turn it off. And it's okay to not be entertained because the most entertaining thing you can do is unplug and let your body relax. I mean, we've been hard on our minds and our bodies and like each other and like, where you get all tight, and you can tell just thinking about stepping away from your phone for 2 days, you have a problem. It's okay to admit that too. I got a problem. We all got problems. I got 99 problems and the phone is definitely one.
It's one of them. I don't know what the one isn't, but I know what 99 of them are.
No, you guys, like it's changed the way our brains are wired. And if we can't admit that, like it is an addiction. We all have a different dopamine addiction to our phones. And it's troubling the way it's rewired our brains. It's even more troubling how it's rewired our kids' brains.
And as business owners, you need that. Some of my best ideas have come on retreat. And I'll just step away. I'll put it all down. And then my mind can be clear. I'm like, oh, where did that come from? It's because the noise went away and I can actually think. Like sometimes I walk into the wrong room. Sometimes I'll forget, what was I getting ready to do? Like does anyone else have these moments? I get them every day, and it's
like every day. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone?
Oh my gosh! And they're like, I was getting ready to look up something, and I forgot what I was going to look up.
What? I'm sorry, guys. I was checking my phone. What did you guys say?
Yes, exactly.
Exactly, man. It's so bad, and I feel like I want to blame it on like, I'm getting older. I can't think as well, or I'm not as strong or tight. Nope, that ain't it.
You're in your prime.
Yes, I'm in my prime, Dan. Thank you. In my prime.
All in our prime.
I'm going to tell my family that tonight at dinner.
I'm far the oldest person here, but I am still in my prime.
I know. It depends on how long our prime is, see? Right? If you just, we got a long prime runway.
You guys got a long time left.
That's right. Well, I'm going to let my family know when I sit down at the dinner table. Dan told me I'm in my prime.
Yeah. I just want you guys to know that I have been informed by a very credible group.
Yes, by a third party. Yeah, and it's not AI. It's a real person.
Mm-hmm. And I'm in my prime. I think we skip Price is Right today because we're already like coming down to the wire. I'll save it. I got a really good one. I have such a fun Price is Right lined up that which is just a teaser. I have some really controversial stuff in this Price is Right. You guys are gonna be like, "Oh, you didn't," and I'm gonna be like, "Well, I stumbled across it and I couldn't help myself." But just so you know, I have 5 businesses lined up for sale. It's a business sale, Price is Right, and it is in a city. I can't tell you where it is because otherwise, James is going to use his AI to figure out like what it is. But it's a fun one. It's going to be a super fun one. But like we had such a good discussion going. Not worth Price is Right to disrupt an awesome discussion. So I appreciate you guys diving into that. I'm curious. I was gonna say, James, as you were going off, it was the weirdest thing when I got like knocked out of Facebook and got locked out. At first, I mean, like the first day I was like, oh no. but most of my like, oh no, in hindsight, like as I was reflecting on like my emotions of it, I was like frantic about it. I just like the dude was trying to get money from people that I liked, right? And so like that rubbed me the wrong way. The minute my account was shut down and I was like, oh good, like they can't F anybody over. I was like, oh man, this is so nice not having Facebook. It like I knew what to do to get it back, and I actually like knew who to talk to and hire and all that stuff. I didn't know if it would work or not, but I had like the resource, and it took me 2 months before I even asked them to send me the contact info of who they had used to get back the same thing that had happened to them. Because I enjoy doing the podcast on here. Like we're live on Facebook right now. We're on Instagram. We're on LinkedIn. We're on all these places.
I got a call, guys. See ya. Good talk today. Don't cancel me for my opinions.
See you, Mike.
I'm married to you. I'm stuck with you, man. Anyway, I'm married. We're business partners for Hire Lead Chill, so we're basically married. You know, at least his wife always jokes that he might as well be married to me. But it was frustratingly relieving. Like I have this tool that it's such a conundrum and it's such a hypocrisy for me of I don't like it. I don't like being on it. I don't like looking at it. It sucks me into stupid stuff, even though I'm so aware that I don't like. I'm very aware that I don't like it and I don't want to get sucked in, but they're good at it. They're good at sucking you in with all the bullshit. They don't show me stuff that I want to see. They don't show me stuff I like, but they show me stuff they know I'm going to react to. Like they got me figured out, and I hate it. I just want to see people hunting and fishing and drinking Busch Lights, but they don't show me that. They show me political stuff that drives me nuts with people with hard and fast opinions about stuff that there's no way they could know about, right? But they just hate everybody else because somebody thinks something different. That's what Facebook shows me, because I will comment every once in a while to remind them that they're idiots. But it's just so frustrating to me. And like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed the 3 months that I was like off of Facebook. I felt obligated to get back on Facebook for the sake of my business, but damn, it feels hypocritical, which I don't like. It's tough.
It's a tough balance because there's so many good things of like, we were just in Hilton Head last week, and while we were there, somebody JC connected with on Facebook that like had a similar last name. We met for coffee, and like so much synergy, amazing. Like we just connected because we were on Facebook, and so much synergy, good business, good connections, going to be like, there's some really good stuff, right? There's great stuff that comes out of the show. There's great things that you hear from people that shift your mindset. It's just, the problem is, like you said, the people that are controlling the algorithm that show us the wrong things to aggravate us, and how it controls our behavior. We just have to have new patterns of new things of what are we doing to control it? We talk about parental controls, and we need to put them on ourselves. We need to put parental controls on our own devices so that like, okay,
we've got to do it. We've got to do it to each other.
Yep.
Right. Like if I got your phone, Angela, and then James got my phone and blah, blah, blah. Like if we went poker style and everybody got the next person's phone, it'd be easier. But if we had to do it to ourselves, we'd be like, oh, let me just take a peek.
Yeah, exactly. You got to know your triggers. You got to know what the algorithm's trying to do. It's reeling you in, like know your triggers. And if you don't know your triggers, ask about 3 people around you, because they all know. They're all like, oh yeah, you get triggered by this. It's just hard to see. It's like, it's almost like pride. Like they say pride is like bad breath. Everyone else knows you have it, but your triggers are the same way. Like we know, like you don't know your triggers, but until you're made aware of them, you're able to start to have some say no to that because of what it does to you. Right. And then to Angela's point, there's so much good that you're missing out on because you're letting your triggers run the show. And so I think Angela's trying to unearth like, hey man, here's the gold. Like here's where the gold is.
Find the gold, and like, not to promote have a VA, but like if you're worried about your algorithm and you're not on there, like you can outsource the rest of it. If your excuse for being on social media is that you need engagement and you need the things, like, no, just like everything else in your life, and you don't need to be doing the $10 tasks. No, if you know it's a trigger, if you know it steals your energy, let somebody else who is not emotionally attached to it do the things that you need.
Yeah, they're not going to care about a political post. They're not going to care about a opinionated piece of shit over here. They're just going to
let them do that.
Their job.
And then you can set your filters so you only see certain people. I don't know. Maybe that's going to be my next mission, is find some BAs to build out AI to be like, how can I filter that I only see and discover the people that are what we, and maybe that's the next wave, you guys, that's going to lose them on that. But who's going to discover, like, we only want to see things that are uplifting, and I do not want to see the rage.
I had so you guys, neither of you were on this episode, but Trevor and I were going back and forth about, because I had made the statement that I don't think guns are the problem. I think social media is the problem. That is what causes people to pick up a gun and do stupid stuff. And so I think my first vote would be we just get rid of it altogether. And I know for business owners, like especially me, I am very dependent on it. It is a thing that I use. It's a tool that I use to stay relevant and put content out and talk to people. I'll figure it out. I'm not an idiot. Like, I will figure out how to meet people and talk to people and build relationships and sell stuff. Well, we all will. We're business owners. Like I said, that's why we're small business owners. We figure shit out and we go do it. So my first vote would be to just get rid of it. But there's going to be like freedom of speech things that come up with that. So I don't think that's realistic. What I do think I think Michael was talking about, we need some sort of, God, now who knows how long we're going to be here now. Jeez Louise. JC Chudnowski in the house. But I do think if they would make it so that you can't comment on social media, if all you can do is follow and like with whatever emojis you want, but you can't comment. Like if you watch when things go sideways, it's the comments. That's where all the hate comes out, right? If all it was somebody posted a thing, if they posted enough stuff that you disagreed with, you would just unfollow them, right? Because you can't. JC just posted about people hating on him, right? It's like if they can't.
Where the love comes out, though. It's where the love comes out. Too.
You can get plenty of hearts. I think it would probably actually be the demise of social media. Like if people couldn't comment, they just would stop using it, which would ultimately be my goal, is that social media just goes away. We all need to go back out in the woods. We need to get back outside. We need to go volunteer, like James said. We need to get back to being like humans instead of robots. But it's addicting. It's addicting.
It is a drug. It is the first step of knowing it's a drug.
Where in the world is Angela Chudnowski? At the very beginning of the show, it was supposed to be Price is Right, but at the very beginning, we did a Where in the World is Angela? And I said my last best thing was seeing Charlie Kirk live, and then that's where that whole rest of the episode.
We've been talking about that for the last 40 minutes.
Wow.
Which is
well,
great.
It's funny that James is on here. I just did a live with Sarah from Holiday Home Concepts, and I said if I was to redo my business model, I would use Holiday Home Concepts and add in Live Switch. So didn't know you're on, but happy to see you on here. So
hey, thanks for talking about me behind my back in a good way.
always a good thing.
I love it, man. It's good to see you.
Trevor. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was saying, Angela, we're leaving tomorrow, and I don't think we told anybody really publicly, and I'm not going to tell anybody. So we're just going to leave that one a secret until maybe we get home, because we are going to go dark.
A Where in the World situation that we'll have to find out after the fact.
Yes.
They're doing this weird
post
thing
a picture of a random tree.
button. They're using the
They're
off.
I heard a guy make this recommendation. JC is already on board. He didn't even know you made the recommendation to go off the grid.
We are. I know James said it, and I was just about to say that's what we're gonna do: is go hug a tree and be dark. And
I love it. Yeah, go
I'll
off.
hug an Angela, hug a tree, but I won't hug the tree alone.
Mm-hmm. Trevor, back to the social media thing. Trevor had the idea, like as he and I were having this discussion, which is you should be able to rate people on a positivity scale. Like, are people putting positive content in the world or negative content? And then you can decide on your own filter, like how low of a rating you'll accept to see their shit. And so every time you see somebody's post, not only can you, if you could comment, right? If it was up to me, take the comments away. Although I do love when JC posts, I love to just put some smart ass shit in there and see what I get out of it. Like, it's my favorite.
You and Joe.
Yeah, can't help ourselves. So I would miss that. But I would give that up for the sake of all the other bad shit that we see on there. Like, I'd be willing to give that up to not see all the other stupid shit. But I think a rating would be interesting if we all rated each other, right? If it, and it would have to be like a specific like positivity rating or something on people's posts, and your score would just be the average of the rating of your posts. You'd have haters out there, right? But I think that would be interesting to see. And then you could filter out people that were just hateful pieces of shit.
I think should also be public. I think Meta should have to rate us and tell us why they're rating us that way. Like, why are they putting people's shit out there? Like, make the Meta ratings of why algorithm public.
Ooh,
why are these people getting? That's what should be public as well.
Interesting.
If we're going to see these people's shit, Meta, why is it that we're seeing that? Why?
Yeah.
Give
First
us the
of all,
rating.
Angela never curses, and she said shit twice. So let's just document this.
Fired
right now.
up, man.
Yeah.
Look at her.
And it's live. It's on Facebook. So yeah.
Well,
I forget what we were doing one night.
JC, it started because you took her camera. That's why she.
Yeah. She's been pissed off ever since the camera
the
incident.
whole episode because you took her camera.
Yeah.
She was late. She was too busy getting her hair did. I was up here. Sorry, Tina. Can't make it.
I did start the episode. Michael was on here the whole show. You just missed Michael. And I was like, Michael set me up with this great setup, and I don't even get to use my setup anymore.
At least you know how to get another one. You guys could both have great setups.
Yeah, James, I like your camera. I think it's pretty solid. Angela, you need to fix yours. So you need to get on James' level.
Looks like you're gonna.
She's
do
giving you
another
the death
purchase.
stare now. She's gonna come.
Yeah,
up
she's
there.
gonna like after this show. You are a dead man.
Oh, somebody's in trouble.
Maybe
JC,
I
it's
should tell you
really
guys
nice
where we're
to
going
know
this
you.
weekend. Because if I don't come back home, you know where to find me.
We'll know where to
JC,
look
nice
for
knowing you, buddy. Like that's the way to go out because she's got the death stare on it. I've seen that look before.
Just take care of my group if I'm missing. All right.
Oh,
Oh.
Note to self: never steal Angela's stuff.
Yeah.
no. Yeah.
Especially on hair day.
You don't want to start the fight. You don't want
Don't
to
steal
start.
my stuff. Don't steal my stuff. That's
JC, since we missed you the whole episode, thank you for coming in. What you got for us? You got anything cool you're working on? Got any thoughts before we wrap up the show?
No, I mean, I will say, this is my season of Christmas, and it has been a really great season already. I think we're halfway to our goal of what we want this year, and we haven't even started installing. Tomorrow will be our first install. So I feel really good about that. We're getting great feedback from our clients. Not a lot of no's, but a lot of I can't give you that answer yet. Still
Just
unsure of where they're sitting, but a lot of great new leads coming in. It's been a great season for a lot of new companies and companies that have been out there for a while. So happy to see that. Excited for all the things to come over the next few months. So this is kind of my season of high without having to do any extracurricular activities to get high. I'm high.
You're like Ted Nugent high. You're Ted Nugent high.
I'm high on Christmas right now. So this is fun. And yeah, I think this is going to be a great closeout Q4 for a lot of businesses that are doing the lighting. And, again, like I said, I just mentioned using Live Switch is a great opportunity for guys that are just starting or want to switch to a more remote option to get estimates out there very quickly. I really think using Holiday Home Concepts and Live Switch is like the power bundle for success.
Yeah, use your code BestDamnBookkeeping at liveswitch.com.
There you go. And use Unique Genius and Holiday Home Concepts and have a virtual assistant do it. Like literally, you can have estimates out to clients within 30 minutes of them calling on the phone and be more accurate than probably somebody coming 4 days later with a wheel. I know for a fact because I've built it out to be successful, but I think that power combo is great. So yeah, just lots of great stuff and just new things coming out there to help business owners be more streamlined and just really stand apart. I like saying the unicorn from everybody else out there that's just doing the same old boring stuff over and over because they're
donkeys. You're the unicorn amongst a bunch of donkeys.
Yes, a unidonkey.
Donkey. JC, I brought this up at the beginning of the show, but you weren't here. but I brought it up anyway, just because I'm a douchebag. I lifted weights twice this week, 3 times last week. So the next time you see me, my shoulders are gonna be twice as wide as yours. I'm gonna be like, whoosh.
I thought I saw a peck coming into that shirt over there. I just wasn't sure if it was a wrinkle or a peck.
No, it's sweat. It's actually sweat. Look at it's sweat because it's really fucking hot in here. I'm not joking. Like the sun's been beating on this room all day, and it's hot as hell in Minnesota right now. But I'm too cheap to put the AC on, so I'm sweating through my shirt, sweating it out, dude.
You got peck sweat, dude.
Peck sweat, dude. That's how hard I'm working at this podcast. This is real, James. This is real radio.
No, you're keeping it real in the streets over here, Dan. It's okay. We love it. You know, you can't.
This is the X-rated Dan.
Yeah, people are just eating their popcorn, just waiting, like, oh, there it is.
Hey, I got nothing to hide. I'm real. I'll embarrass everybody, but I won't be.
I'm not embarrassed. I'm loving it. I had a great time today, man. The show.
Hey, thanks for coming. First timer. First time. What do they say on radio shows? First time caller, long time listener.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Welcome. Many more to come.
I'll be ready for Price is Right.
Dude, JC, I got a Price is Right tuned up that I don't know if you're gonna laugh or cry. You're gonna love it though. You're gonna love it.
I might do both.
I will cry. I am not maybe I just brought the whole Charlie Kirk up on purpose.
Yeah, that's why you did it. You were just like avoiding having to play Price is
Not
Right.
my strength. No.
I think you got this one. I think you're gonna crush this one. For no good reason in particular.
Are we doing it next week?
I'm just saying that. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're already over time, although we're not on the radio. But Marty's out of town. I got to go get the kiddos. So we'll save it. We'll save it for next week. So you got that to look forward to.
Everybody.
Got some Prices Right. Play us out, Jai.
Take us out, Jai.
Nerds. You guys know. Yeah. Take a stop. You guys all know what to do. Work smarter and harder. Go earn some pride. Tonight on the show, we're doing a Kentucky Hunt recap. We got Trevor Steele on the show. We got Ben Smith. We got Scott Ziegler. We got Cole Sickafoose maybe. Joe Devanau's not making it on. Busy with kiddo sports, but we'll have a fun lineup tonight. We'll be talking business stuff. We'll be talking hunting stuff. That's about it. Business stuff.
Peace out, buddy.
Later, bud.
See you guys.
Good guy.